ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is the Time Warp Multiple Deluxe pedal. And this thing is capable of just about any delay effect you can imagine, plus some more. Now let me break it down in a couple different areas, and then we're gonna demo just about what every single one does. So up here on the left, what we have is the bypass, hold, store pedal. And just like a lot of the other CNZ audio pedals, what you can do is you can mix just about anything you want in this green mode when this light is green. Now if I hold it down, whatever preset, so play some real quick, Tom. So there's a note, that's the sound that is being created by all of these knobs. So if I want to then go and change anything later, I can save this preset, everything that's in there right now, and then, so what I'll do is I'll twist a couple knobs, make a whole different sound. So Tom, go ahead and play something now. So now obviously a different sound. Get it turned on. There. So I'll explain that one in a minute. But now if I want to get back to that previous sound we just had, all you have to do is quickly press this button twice. So now play it again. And we're right back with the other one. So let's go back to the green. And obviously if you want to totally turn the thing off, you just hit it one time and you're done. So let's go back. Now what we'll do is we'll do a slight demo of all of the choices over here of the different types of delay, and I'll just set a time for him with this tap over here. And if you touch this time knob, it's gonna disregard anything you just did with this tap. So if I tap this in again, you can see the light's going right with my hand. If I touch this, look, it's all gone. And now what you can use though is fine tune it with this one. But if you wanna get right with the song or whatever it is that you're playing with, you use that. So let's demo this first one, this first sound. Pretty standard delay effect. Let's keep going. Now I will say on this amp down here, what we have is just a little bit of reverb to help this delay really bring out so you can hear it better. It sounds great. And that one, another pretty standard delay pedal, a little bit more body to that one, I believe. That being the third choice. Sounds like it has maybe a little bit less high end, a little bit less attack. Sounds pretty spacey, pretty cool. Keep going. This one is very pitch bendy, as you can tell. And so if you want to add that sound, what you can do is I bet you can actually change the whole mix of this thing. With this effects knob, I bet this one will totally change this sound drastically. So go ahead and play that one. So now you can hear more pitch bend, but it's quite a different type of pitch bend. So if I turn it all the way down, hear what happens now. Now it sounds like the effects are actually going in the opposite direction. So before, if I was all the way over here, it sounds like it's bending down. So do that again. So obviously, delay bending down. If I go all the way to the left, still bending down, high ends, different things bending up as well. Now moving on, we'll get to the next setting. Good. Sounds like there's different, almost like scales and harmonizing going on with each note. So hit one single note. So you can hear this thing adding different kind of notes going along with it, adding another cool, almost like more guitars playing than one. So go ahead and do this one. Now one thing I will add, as you might have just noticed, is when I switch from one setting to another, whatever setting this thing is set on that you don't preset with this hold one, it's gonna go to that speed every single time you change to it. Especially right here, you can change that. And if I go back to this one, we're back at this slow speed. And then if I go back to this one again, it's gonna be pretty quick. So if you wanna change that, you gotta set it right here, and I can go slow. So make sure before you change the setting that you wanna get the speed that you want first. So go ahead with this one again. Kind of almost after he hits more attack, and then, so hit one note. So it kind of takes a second for this one to attack. Let's go to the next one. This one even more so. Sounds like it takes almost even longer for that one to attack. Give that one another try. So that one takes like almost another extra, whatever speed this delay is at. It's almost like it skips a delay note. Give that one more go so you can hear that. So here it kind of takes a second for that one to get going. So cool, different delay effects. We'll keep going with this. Wow. Okay. As you just heard, this thing, he is not moving. This delay is actually climbing with every single repeat. So if I increase this speed again with this tap, this should climb a scale pretty quickly. A very cool delay effect, almost like you have to do no work with this one if you're climbing a scale. Let's continue. A little bit of pitch bend going on with this. I'll mess with the effects so you can hear what kinds of different stuff it does. So not quite too much pitch bend and stuff going on. If I turn the effects down, go about midway, see how that sounds. So you can still hear that diving down at the end of each repeat. And then we'll move on to the next one. Barely any attack going on with this one. It almost sounds kind of reverby. A lot of just kind of, there's no real distinct notes going on. So play something again for me. Almost as if it's combined with like a distortion and a reverb pedal. Very cool type of delay with this one. That's one of my favorites. The last one. Pretty cool type of delay. It sounds like it's a regular delay, and then in between those sounds like there's some pitch diving going on. We'll turn down the effects so you can hear what that one kind of does. So not quite as much pitch stuff going on. If I turn it up again, can you hear what that sounds like? So you can hear more distinctly what the guitar and the delay is doing. So now, that's the end of the different choices of delay. This time knob, obviously, if you don't want to set it with your tap and if you want to kind of fine tweak what you want to have, you can. So the farther I turn this clockwise, the slower this time gets, all the way down to almost no repeat. I don't even know how long that is. That's gotta be like 4 seconds or so. The farther I go counterclockwise, almost an unrecognizable repeat. So go ahead and give me something there. Almost unrecognizable, and I'll be able to let you guys hear this a little better. So I'll turn up this FB knob, the feedback knob. So if I turn this up, it's gonna make his echoes, his repeats last longer. So if I turn this up, turn the mix up, you can hear the repeats more. So again, that's this type of repeat too. Let's go to the first one so you can kind of just get a feel for what this time one's doing. So let me turn that down. So at extreme speeds, this lasts for a very long time. If I turn this to about, we'll just set it in the tap. If this FB knob right here is turned all the way, this will last an immensely amount of long time. Go ahead. So we could sit there all day and listen to that same note, or we can just turn the FB down and the time knob down. Again, mix is just the amount of volume that the repeat notes are making on its way to the amp. And this effects knob is directly adjusting what's coming from this. So all these different choices right here are being affected by this knob, and this is kind of what it's letting out from here. So if it's got, you know, these pitch bend ones, go ahead and see if we can find one of these. So there's one of those pitch bend ones, and it's got a really crazy speed. Go ahead. So crazy pitch bends. If I turn that down, it's not going to be super drastic anymore. So very cool, not too much attack, very cool tone. And then, so let me explain this one. This one's really cool. This is where it gets exciting. So again, this green light means that you can adjust, change, you can tap delay. This is the only setting when this light is green that you can actually set your delay time, and this one also has to be green. So again, setting delay with your tap, same speed. Now, if I hold this one down for about 2 seconds, it starts blinking red. So Tom, go ahead and play something. Whatever speed this was going at before I changed into this red mode by holding it down is the speed that it's going to stay until you get back to that green one. What's really cool, play one thing for me. Now that I hit this one time, that noise will not stop repeating. Unless, of course, I change the effect. Okay, so go ahead and play some again. Let's go back to the... So now as you just see, to get back to the green, hold it down a few times. Now back at the green, I'm going to set the delay time. Go ahead and play something. Same delay time is going on. Let's change it with this time knob. Okay, play something. Same repeating note. And as you can tell, the more I adjust the time knob, you can change almost a different timing that you want. So now I'm going to go back. Again, we're back at the beginning. So go ahead and play one more thing for me. So I'm going to go back to this, and this goes in a succession. As you can see, time, or tap, hold, mute, different order of things. Now, if I want to get to this mute section, or if you just want to mute this pedal altogether, right now, still holding the same speed of the delay. So go ahead. Same speed. If I want to mute the pedal altogether, it's gone. Now holding it again back at the green. And that, I believe, is the end of this time warp pedal. Other thing I will add that's pretty cool is that you can have stereo, not just mono, not just one channel, but you can plug in multiple guitars and amps if you want, or you can run this through a right and a left through a different speaker, different cool effects. So this pedal being extremely dynamic, having all sorts of cool different effects. And thanks for listening. We'll see you again next time.